This is TaskSpoon, the series where I aim to complete the collection log one random task at a time. After nearly 2 years and over 4,000 hours of gameplay, I'm finally ready to take on RuneScape's endgame as I venture into the elite tier. Welcome to Season 4 of TaskSpoon. Hello everybody and welcome to episode 151 of the TaskSpoon series. In the last video, I did some raids where I ended up finally getting myself an Osmumten's Fang, one of the biggest unlocks on the account so far. I then went and did some TDs to retroactively finish the hard tier, because one TD task was added to the hard tier and the other one on the elite tier, where I got a Burning Claw. I then rolled a task to get a Corp Unique, where I actually ended up with a Holy Elixir before a Spirit Shield, which is both good and bad, because now I can't use it for anything, but at least next time I roll a Corp task, I can still get a Spirit Shield, the most common unique, so that is good. And we ended by rolling a task to get the Broken Dragon Pickaxe from the Volcanic Mine, which is what I want to talk about. The Broken Dragon Pickaxe is a 1 in 100 drop from an ore pack that you buy at Petrified Pete's ore shop at the Volcanic Mine. Each ore pack costs 4,000 points, which means that if we're going to go average on rate, I'm going to need about 400,000 points at Volcanic Mine, which is 10 times more expensive than the most expensive other thing, which is the Ash-Covered Tome. So I'm going to have to do a lot of Volcanic Mine, but fortunately, they recently made a change that made it better for solo players. When you're by yourself in Volcanic Mine, the percent distribution on the vents is a lot lower, which means that you have to run around less, which means that you can hit the boulder more, which means more points and more XP per hour. So I'm excited to try that out at least. I haven't been to Volcanic Mine in a while, so it might take me a bit to learn, but yeah, at least this gets me mining XP, and in the end, I'll end up with an extra dragon pickaxe that I can leave in TOA so I can stop forgetting mine there. So overall, it's not too bad. It just means I have to do Volcanic Mine. So let's do it. Okay, so I've made it here to the Volcanic Mine, and you might be wondering, what the heck are you wearing? The objective here is, obviously, I want full Prospector for the increased mining XP, the Celestial Signet for the increased mining level, the Regen Brace and Hit Points Cape for passive health regen, and the rest is just optimizing prayer bonus, because you kind of have to camp pray missiles so the lava monster doesn't just kill you. And yeah, I got the dragon pick, obviously. Other than that, we're just going to send it. I don't really know how the meta has changed with the new update to the solo method, but I'm just going to go in and try and relearn what the heck I'm doing in there. Okay, I think I'm going to immediately change my plan. I did one normal run there, and my points kind of lined up with what people said, that solo, no team, actually playing the minigame, you can only really get like 9,000 points an hour at most, versus just doing the capping method is like 12,000 points an hour. Now, it's less mining XP per hour, but you still do get a fair amount. I think it's like 50k an hour. So I think that's what I'm going to do just for now, just because I want points. Obviously, that's the only thing I really care about. So yeah, I think I'm going to do the boring point capping method. It's a little lame, but it is what it is. I was hoping that whatever changes they made would help the solo method of actually playing the game be better points per hour, but from my very limited testing of trying exactly one game, didn't really feel like it changed much. Obviously, the whole point of the minigame is to hit the boulder, and the only reason you can't hit the boulder very much is just because you have to run around a lot. Even if the vents are in like perfect condition, you still have to move a lot, and you just don't get very much progress hitting the boulder. So unless I find a team, I think I'm just going to be doing this. And in case you were curious what this method is, essentially there are a few actions you can do in the game that give you points that you can do right at the beginning. So for starters, you can check these vents. Each one of those gives you 50 points. And anytime that you place or break the boulder on top of this thing, you get 50 points. But you can only do it a maximum of 6 times. As you can see here, this is keeping track. And you just do that. You grab a boulder, you go and check those 2 vents, you come back, you grab another boulder, and then you place and break the boulder 6 times, and then you leave. And that's it. You get 406-ish points, depending on how many things you put down over there. You get 1 point per thing as well. So this time I got 408, you can see. And that's it. You get 408 points. It takes about 2 minutes, including the 30-second wait time in between rounds. So you get 406 points every 2 minutes. I think that comes up to around like 12,000 points an hour. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So yeah, we just do that until we have 4,000 points. Come over here, buy 1 ore pack, and get it on the first try. Would have been cool though. So yeah, we just do that until we get it. I'm actually going to keep all these in my inventory so I can see how many ores I get throughout this process. But yeah, I hope you like seeing that a lot, because that's what I'm doing. Now, obviously, I'm not just going to open them one at a time, because that seems crazy. So I'm going to do this for like an hour. I should get 12,000 points, and I'll see you in a bit. Alright, 1 hour of Volcanic Mine later, and I actually got more points than the thing said I would, which I don't know if that's ever happened before. Usually I'll read the wiki and it's like, oh, if you do all these things, you can get this amount, but realistically, you'll probably get this. This time I actually got more XP and more points per hour than it said, so that's good. I think I got like 13,800 points or something, because I had some left over. So if I can keep that up, that's great. And I got 3 ore packs. Maybe you're already done. Would have been really cool, though. So I'm just going to get back to it. I don't really know how I'm going to format this. I really don't want to get like 100,000 points and then go and spend it all in ore packs and then get it on like the first one, because then I'd just be wasting time. But at the same time, I don't want to just open it every single time I get an ore pack, because that would be insane. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll figure it out. I don't know what it is about Volcanic Mine, but I really don't mind it that much. Now, I am saying that right at the beginning of the task. Ask me again in 50 hours of this, but I think it's just because I remember learning and doing this on Leagues, in the last Leagues, and I had a lot of fun with that just because Leagues is fun, and I don't know, it kind of reminds me of it, but yeah, it's not too bad. Decent mining XP too, 57k an hour right now, that's pretty sick. Alright, it's like 2 AM, I'm going to bed, but I've got 20,000 points, so I can buy 5 ore packs, and I would love to go to bed with a broken dragon pickaxe in my inventory. No. Whatever, that's fine. Surely I'll get it tomorrow though, right? Right? This is so unbelievably random, but I had to do some AFK stuff for a bit, and I was going to go find something to do. And as I was doing my last Volcanic Mine run, there's just a tier 9 star sitting here. Like, in between the 2 minutes it landed. And so, yeah, this is mine now. Thank you. Alright, a few more hours of volcanic mining done. I have no idea how many points I have, but I do know that I got a mining level. 96 mining, yay! Let's open some packs. I got 24,000 points this time, which means I can buy 6 ore packs. Again, probably not going to get it, but we'll see. Awesome. So I don't really have any logic as to when I'm opening these, other than like just when I have to go and do stuff in real life. So I've got 24,000 points, 6 more ore packs. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go make dinner. I just noticed that RuneLite tracks the ores you get from the ore packs in the loot tracker, so me keeping them in the inventory is not necessary at all, but I don't know, I just kind of like watching the stacks go up as I do it. So that's going to do it for me today, but I got 20,000 points, so 5 more ore packs to open before I go to bed. Would love to see a dragon pick. Alright, well, we continue tomorrow. Hello and good morning to the gamers. Lots of volcanic mining this morning. I've got 9 ore packs to open. I recorded a clip of me buying them and then looked and realized my recorder wasn't working. So I'm glad I checked before opening them. But here we are, 9 ore packs, let's do it. Very sad. By the way, that was ore pack number 35 for the video, so we aren't even at half the drop rate yet, which just goes to show how long this task might end up taking. I've already been here for about 13, 14 hours, so yeah, I'm expecting this one to be a very long, very slow task, but on the good side, that does give me a good excuse to get some mining XP. Obviously, one of my objectives is to max this account, and mining is a big part of it. Just one of those skills that, in general, is fairly slow, so I will take any opportunity I get to do some skilling at this point. This is the last skill or the last task on the spreadsheet that has any mining to do with it. So, yeah, I guess that's sort of good, but yeah, not the most engaging thing, that's for sure. I actually did have to go and double check before I recorded that clip because a bunch of people in the clan recently have been doing Volcano. I mean, as you can see here, they just got a combat achievement for it. And I thought it was a little weird, but sure enough, there are no Volcano tasks on the spreadsheet. I don't know why, it feels like there could be, or maybe even should be, but yeah, none of those. So this is sort of it for mining. After this, it's on me to get 99. Alright, I need to do another real-life stuff break, so you know the deal by now. 28,000 points, 7 ore packs to open. Let's see if we get it. Very sad. Alright, hello and good morning. You know what time it is. I have been gaming all morning. I've got 40,000 points, enough to buy 10 ore packs, giving us essentially a 1 in 10 chance of getting the thing right here, so let's just do it. I'm so sad. Now, the good news is I have been making some pretty big gains on the mining XP. I have gained 868,000 mining XP since the start of this task. So, at least I have that to go off of. But, yeah, it does kind of suck when I play for like 4 hours and then I open 10 packs and get nothing in like 20 seconds. But, alright, let's go again. By the way, I have completely revolutionized this point capping method with one simple trick. Usually you get exactly 406 points if you do this method, but while I'm waiting for the rock to respawn, I've started just throwing water over here to make extra platforms, and every platform you make is worth an extra point. So you can see there, I got 409 points instead of 406. So over enough time, that might make a difference. Think about it. Alright, well, you know the deal at this point. 28,000 points, I'm gonna go take a break, get some food. But that means I can buy 7 more ore packs. Let's get the thing. That's not the thing. Okay, I have been gaming literally all day. I think I did 14 hours of volcanic mine today, and I got 97 mining. Since the last clip, I think I've done like 6 hours of volcanic mine. I've got 70,000 points. Let me put some stuff away. Alright, here we go. 17 ore packs to open. I would love to go to bed with a pickaxe knowing that I don't have to do this tomorrow. So please, game. Oh, that's so sad. That puts us at 76 packs opened, so technically we're not even at the drop rate yet, but I have gained like 1.3 million mining XP already on this task, and yeah, I'm getting a little sick of this place, but I guess the levels are nice. I still need 2 more, so alright, we'll continue tomorrow. Well, now that I got my 97 mining, I'm going back to smaller pack openings. Like I said, I don't want to go like way overboard. Like hypothetically, if I had gotten the Broken Dragon pick on the first ore pack of those 17, it would have been kind of sad, but I really just wanted the mining level. So we're going back to smaller openings. I've got 5 ore packs. Yeah, cool. Thanks, game. Alright, I got 4 packs to open this time. I know a little less than usual, but I've got to go do some real life stuff, and I'm currently at 81 packs opened, so this will put me at a nice clean 85, so then I can do like 5 more each time. You know what it is. Yeah, sounds about right. So, unfortunately, RuneLite has failed me. I mentioned that the loot tracker said I had 81 packs opened, and I opened 4 of them there, but it only says 83 right now, which after looking into it, turns out if you open multiple ore packs on the same tick, it only goes up by 1, which is kind of annoying, because now I have to manually track how many ore packs I've opened, and so I went back and did the math based on how much mining XP I've gained, and how much XP per hour I'm getting, and how many points per hour I get, and I think I've actually opened 89 ore packs at this point. So that's just sort of annoying, and yeah. But while I'm here, I've got enough for 3 more, so who knows. Yeah, okay, well. I mean, it doesn't really matter how many I've opened at any given time. I just like to keep track for the video's sake. But yeah, in case you were curious, I have passed 1.5 million mining XP in this task. So that is cool, I guess. But yeah, this could still be a while. So I'm just, man, I'm sick of this. This light is gonna haunt my dreams. I don't know what it is about the color of this lava, but the fact that there's no texture in it at all, and it's just this like bright yellowish orange has like burned into my retinas at this point. Okay, well, I'm gonna go get some food, but first, I've got 5 ore packs to open. Very sad. One thing I just noticed as I was restocking my stamina potions, I have gone through a lot of these. Now, obviously, I do still have 880 in the bank. Like, I'm not concerned about running out, but I didn't realize just how many staminas this task was gonna take. I think I started at like 1,020 something, so I've gone through almost 150 staminas already. That's not great, but I guess, you know, that's what they're there for. You're supposed to use them, so I'm not gonna not use them, but it is a little concerning. Alright, I did some rough math, and according to the amount of experience I've gained so far on this task, and the approximate amount of points that I get per experience point, again, this is very rough math, but these 5 packs should put me at 100 packs opened, so we're gonna hit the drop rate right here. Let's see if we can get it. Yeah, that's very cool, game. Alright. Yeah, I've got 1.66 million mining XP since the start of this task. I'm about 2 million away from 99, so I guess that's good, but albeit a little depressing. And we continue. Alright, hello, Future Spoon here. Just wanted to say that in the background you can see I decided to start opening a bunch of packs, just one at a time. I don't really know why I decided to do this. I think I was losing my mind and I just wanted to get it done as soon as possible, but I just sort of did this in silence and didn't say anything. So instead, I am here to talk to you from the future and just say thanks for watching. I know the videos have been a little bit inconsistent recently, and that's because of tasks like this. I try to upload a video once a week, but sometimes individual tasks take longer than a week to complete, and this is a good example. I'm not going to spoil anything, but you will see very soon. This was a long one, and it really delayed the videos by a lot, and yeah, I'm not going to spoil too much. I just wanted to mention that as I had nothing else to say during these clips. As you know, each one of these packs that I'm opening costs 4,000 points, and I'm getting around 12,000 points an hour, which means each one of these clips that you're seeing took me about 20 minutes to do, and I get about 2 seconds of footage in the video for them. And as this montage continues, I think you can tell just how long this has taken me. So, yeah, I don't really have anything else to say, so let's get back to the video. Well, I don't really know what I'm gonna do with all those clips at this point, but I hope you enjoyed watching the last, like, 18 hours of gameplay condensed down into 46 very depressing pack openings, but I pretty much just said to myself that this has been going on far too long, and I'm just gonna grind until I either get it or get a mining level. And, well, I got a mining level. 98 mining! Yay! I know I said that it was a very real possibility that I ended up with 99 mining on this task, but I didn't really want to believe it until, like, right now when, yeah, 98 mining. I've got over 2.4 million mining XP on this task, and I only need another 1.2 to 99, so even if I go half of what I just did again, then I'll get 99 mining. Which is good, because I want to max, but bad, because I am so sick of this place. But yeah, that means I've done around 50 hours of Volcanic Mine at this point, and technically I am no closer to getting it than I was at the start, which is very depressing. I think I've opened 146 ore packs at this point, so almost 1.5 times the drop rate, and I'm just gonna keep going because there's nothing else for me to do. So my new plan is I'm gonna take a break every 10% of the way to the next level, which as you can see on screen there, I am exactly 10% of the way to 99, and I got 8 packs worth of points in that time, so let's do it. Sad. I figure this way I'm not just spamming a bunch of clips of me opening packs, and within 10 clips from now, I will either have a dragon pickaxe or I will be 99 mining. And man, I hope it's the first one. Alright, 2.5 hours later, there is 20% of the way to 99. I've got 7 ore packs this time. Good luck me. Sad. Okay, 30% of the way to 99. 8 ore packs to open this time. Unlucky. Another 10% of the way to 99 done. 7 ore packs to open this time. Let's do it. Where's the pickaxe game? Alright, we go again. Halfway to 99, 8 ore packs to open. I realize these clips are getting very repetitive, but I'm on hour 60 of this task, so you'll have to forgive me. Not much new is happening, so we're just gonna go for it. Alright, we go again. You know, I thought I was being a little bit hyperbolic when I said that, but I did the math, and I actually am on hour 61 of this task right now, so you'll have to forgive me if the clips are being a little bit repetitive, because that is only a mere fragment of the repetitiveness that I've gone through doing it. So, yeah, I am actually legitimately gonna have nightmares about this place, dude. The orange is killing me. Hello and good morning to the gamers. Last night I played a bunch while watching some movies, got another 10% of the way to 99, 8 ore packs to open, gonna do these first. Very sad. And yeah, today my goal is 99 mining. It should be about 10 hours of playing, and I think I can do it. So let's do it. I had to go a little bit over the 10% here because I wanted to get 8 ore packs, because this is going to put me at 200 total packs opened, aka 2 times the drop rate. So let's do it. I'm so sad. So after that last clip, I came to the realization that no matter what happens, I'm getting 99 mining in this video. Even if I were to get the thing, like, before it, I would just go and get 99 mining anyway. So I just decided to just do it. There it is, 99 mining. 67 hours of point capping at Volcanic Mine. I am literally going insane, but we're done at least with that, so that's cool. Now, I would love to actually get the drop. I can buy a bunch of packs, so let's just see it. So after all of that, I can afford 21 ore packs, and I would be so unbelievably happy to get it here. Obviously, then I can move on to something else, but then I'm also not, like, wasting time getting mining XP when I don't need it, so please, game, just show me the broken dragon pick. I'm so sad. Alright, well, I am just gonna keep going, unfortunately, but this has gone on long enough, so I have a feeling the next clip you see is gonna be me getting it, because I have nothing left to say. I got it! Oh my god, I finally got it. I can't believe it. I did it. Oh my god. It has been so long since the last clip in this video. Now, partially because I did go on my vacation in between there, but also, I'm at 14 million mining XP. I did 1 million mining XP over 99 mining, so that sucks. I just went back and checked, and the last clip I recorded was on August 8th. It is currently August 19th. Like I said, I did go on vacation for a week, so it wasn't like I was just grinding that entire time, but even while I was on vacation, I actually got a laptop so that I could play and try and get it. So, yeah, here's a clip of that. I don't know what I'm going to show you. I recorded a bunch of clips on my laptop, but they just look exactly the same because, yeah, you can't actually see anything, but other than the fact that they were like 12 FPS because the laptop sucked. Anyway, we're done. Let's go. In total, I ended up gaining 4.66 million mining XP on that task alone, which averaging around 50k an hour for the most of it. A little bit less than that while I was on my laptop because it was a bit slower, but I think that took me like 100 hours of gameplay just doing point capping at Volcanic Mine. That might have been one of the most boring tasks I've ever done. Not to mention, I also ended up using like 400 stamina potions, so that's not great, but yeah, if you're curious what 100 hours of Volcanic Mine will get you, like 3.4 mil in assorted ore. Very cool. But at the very least, I do get something out of it. I can pay the ridiculous fee of 2.5 million GP to fix the Dragon Pickaxe and actually make it usable for me, which I'm only going to do so that I can put it at TOA so I don't forget to deposit a pickaxe, because obviously I already have one, but essentially I'm paying 2.5 mil to be able to store it somewhere else and save a bank space, so I guess it's worth it, sort of. I don't know, not really, but whatever. Also, that is the longest animation. So I know I said that between clips was 11 days, but I also just went and checked, and the first clip I recorded for this task was on July 27th. That was 24 days ago. I spent 24 days in Volcanic Mine. Oh, that's so depressing. I guess the last relevant piece of information about the task is the number of packs that I actually had to open. Unfortunately, like I said, RuneLite didn't quite keep track of them perfectly. It says 280. I think it was probably closer to like 290, but when I tried to do the math, it said like 275. So clearly my numbers were off somewhere, because it was definitely more than that. But yeah, pretty much 3 times the drop rate. Very fun. Honestly, though, at this point, I'm just happy we get to move on. Doing post 99 mining XP for a chance at an item which gives me the privilege to spend 2.5 million coins on an item I already have. When you put it that way, that might be the most depressing task I've ever done. But we do get to move on finally, so let's go roll a new task, see what we're doing. Alright, here we go back on the spreadsheet. It has been far too long since I've got to press this button, but complete the task and let's see what we're gonna go do. I am just hoping for anything that's consistent. No RNG, please. I would like to see something that I am guaranteed to get after a certain amount of time. Get the Crystal Grail. I forgot that this item existed. The Crystal Grail and the concept of how you get it is probably one of the funniest items in the game. It is a 100% drop rate from a level 2 rabbit in Prifdiness, which makes it sound like why would it be on the elite tier? But the level 2 rabbit in question has 2,000 health, 600 attack, 200 strength, 450 defense, and 300 magic. It is a complete meme enemy that they added. If you don't know, it's a reference to Monty Python and the Holy Grail. And you have to go to a cave north of Prifdiness, somewhere probably around here. And yeah, it is a very long, very difficult fight. The method I'm doing, I think, is going to take about 35 to 40 minutes, which I will go and talk about after I do these clues. Man, it feels so weird to, like, actually play the game again. My life has just been Volcanic Mine for so long that, like, actually going around and, like, doing things and killing stuff, I don't know, it just feels weird now. Alright, so here we are at the Rabbit Cave. As you can see, danger, yes, indeed. So this is it. This is the rabbit. He's very cute. So the method is going to be, I have ruby bolts and an armadillo crossbow. I'm going to hit the rabbit, and then I'm going to leave. I'm going to do that until it's dead. So apparently you can do a method similar to how you'd kill Zilyana, where like you run around and sort of kite him with staminas and hit him, but there isn't really a reason to do that. You can just leave and it unaggroes every single time, and it doesn't regen its health. It does regen its defense, so I unfortunately can't like spec it down like I did with Corp, but essentially that's the method. I'm just going to Divine Range Pot, Eagle Eye, hit the rabbit, and leave. As you can see, it has very high defense, so I'm not going to hit much, but that's okay, because I'm essentially just relying on Ruby Bolt procs. So this is going to be it. I'm going to do this until it's dead. So initially I was going to show you guys the whole kill like I usually do on like a time-lapse fashion, but it turns out on like 100x speed, it's just like the screen fading in and out of black over and over again, which looks terrible to look at. So a few notable highlights here. I had like back-to-back-to-back-to-back-to-back ruby bolt procs near the end of the kill, which was pretty sick. And then I missed like 100 times in a row when it was at like 40 health. So it ended up taking me 29 minutes, which is a lot faster than I thought. The wiki said that it was going to take around 30 minutes in max range gear, and clearly I don't have max range gear, and I also don't have rigor. So I was expecting like a 40-minute kill, and it ended up taking 29 minutes. So that's pretty good. So here it is. I don't know what I'm going to show you yet, but there you go. Oh, there it is. Hopefully I get the collection log. There we go. Crystal Grail. It's cool. What a fun time that was. So yeah, that wasn't too bad at all, actually. The wiki said that in max range gear, it can take around 30 minutes, which I don't have rigor and I don't have max range gear. So I was expecting like 40 minutes, but I ended up getting really lucky on some ruby bolt procs. So it took me like 29 minutes according to my divine range pots. So yeah, that's not too bad at all, and now I have this thing, which I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but +1 collection log slot in 29 minutes compared to the 100 hours it just took me on the last one feels pretty good. Also, I learned that this thing's worth 350k. Interesting. I also learned that apparently that rabbit has a 6-hour respawn timer. I don't know why they decided to do that, but that's kind of funny. And the last thing I'm going to do before I get another task is actually something I meant to do at the end of the last task, but I am going to buy the mining skill cape. It is widely considered one of the least useful skill capes, but it's only 99k, and I want to fill up the collection. But essentially what it does is gives you a 5% chance to mine an extra ore, which does stack with any other ore multiplying things. So it's kind of useful. Unfortunately, only works up to adamant. So it doesn't work on amethyst, doesn't work on rune, which are the ones that you would really want. So not the most useful, but I guess it's something. All right, we're back on the spreadsheet. We can complete the task. That's going to put us at 60% of the way through the elite tier. I've been looking at that 59% number for far too long, so that does feel pretty good. And let's see what we're going to go do. Get 1 unique from elite clues. I think this is the last elite clue task on the spreadsheet. That's so weird. I mentioned this in a previous video, but for some reason the task generator just really loved giving me elite clue tasks in the elite tier. I don't know why, but that is in fact my last elite clue task left, and I've already got 14 caskets, so we might already be done, which would be very cool. Master clue. Again, I am waiting the 30 seconds every time I get a master clue. I want to get as many of them as possible. I think I have 4 or 5 more master clue tasks on the elite tier, and obviously just going forward, I want to get as many as I can. So I'm going to be doing all those when I can, but continuing on, 13 elite caskets left. Another master, yay. Sad duplicate bucket helm. Another duplicate bucket helm? What the heck? And another master? What is going on? Alright, 5 caskets left. I was a lot more confident at the start of this opening, but please, game, just give me 1 new unique. I'm so sad. 4 master clues is pretty good, though. Oh yeah, and that does put us at 150 elite clues opened, which doesn't get us anything, but it is a cool milestone. I think you need 200 for the whatever you get for elite clues. But what I was actually about to say is, I can't believe how many dupes I've got, considering how many available log slots we have. I mean, 3 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those, 3 of those. Like, there's so many options. Just give me something new, game. But this does mean I've got 4 master clues to go and do, which might take me like 2 hours, on an average a half hour each. So that's kind of annoying, but of course I'm going to do them. And then we will go and decide what we want to do for the elite clues. I'm actually looking forward to this. So many high-level things, endgame activities actually give elite clues, and I'm just excited to go and do, like, any of them, considering what my life has been recently. So, yeah, I'll figure out what I want to do while I'm doing these, and I'll come back to you and let you know. Well, apparently the joke's actually on me, because I need another dragon pickaxe to put in this stash unit for this clue. Oh, that's very funny, game. You're very funny. This has been just the most cursed master clue I think I've ever done. Just so many long steps going back and forth between wilderness steps and normal steps. Now I've got to make a green man's ale matured, which apparently could take up to 5 days? I don't know, man. This is terrible. Alright, well, this is going to be fun. Now I get to wait up to 5 days for that to ferment, and even still, I think I have a 65% chance for it to be mature, which means I might have to do this again. So that's just great. Luckily, I do still have one more master clue I can do, and then I can leave that in the bank, but yeah, that's a weird mechanic. I don't think I've ever actually brewed anything in this game before. I clicked on the casket, but we didn't get anything, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so elite clue tasks are actually really interesting for me right now. It's been a while since I've had an elite clue task where I didn't just complete it with the caskets I've already got in the bank. So this actually gives me some flexibility to sort of pick and choose what I want to do. And like I mentioned, most elite clues are coming from end game activities, whether it's like bossing or raiding or whatever. So I can actually sort of choose what items I want to go after while I get these elite clues and go and do those activities. I don't really know what I'm going to do yet. I'm just doing some rune crafting. This is what I was doing last night. It is the next morning, and I just wanted to think a little bit about what I wanted to do for the elite clue task. So I think I'm just going to go to the elite clue page on the wiki and scroll through and see what sort of speaks to me on activities that have other items that are actually good for me right now. I think the biggest thing for me right now is probably going to be Chambers of Xeric. I've mentioned about 100 times how I need a deck scroll and how it sucks not having one. And elite clues are a 1 in 12 from Cox, so I think that's going to be sort of my main focus. But there are a couple other things I want to do as well. I think I might have some dark totems in the bank for some Skatizo, which apparently is a 1 in 5 for elite clues. I don't know why I kind of forgot that, but I'm probably going to go and do my Skatizo kills while I'm here and go and do all the hards and elites I get from that. And then if I can find people to do Chambers of Xeric with me, I think I'm going to do that. And if not, I might just go back to some Barrows. Barrows is always my tried and true method of just when I need easy elite clues and don't really want to think too hard or play too focused. So I think that's going to be my plan going forward. I'm just going to finish this blood essence so I don't have to leave it in the bank. And then we'll go and do something at least. One other thing that caught my attention as I was looking at things that drop elite clues. Vorkath drops elite clues at a 1 in 65 rate, which isn't bad. I mean, it's not great, to be fair. You don't get that many kills per hour. But what it does mean is that I could go and kill some Vorkath. There are no tasks to kill Vorkath on the elite tier. So if I want to, I kind of have to find my own time to do it. And I feel like this might be an okay time, especially considering one of the things that I'm trying to do is max my account. And I'm going to need a lot of prayer XP, so getting some banked superior dragon bones might actually be really nice. And this does give me a chance at some of the Vorkath uniques. Obviously, Vorkath uniques are pretty rare, but it would be nice to get a dragon bone necklace to combine with all the other things to make the bone crusher necklace, whatever, I forget the name of it. Or even a draconic visage, because I still don't have one of those. So maybe I'll kill some Vorkath. I'll probably do some chambers if I can find some people to do it with. And then maybe Barrows if I get real desperate. And Skatizo. So it turns out I have 3 dark totems to use, which is a little bit less than I had hoped for, but still gives us a pretty decent chance at getting at least 1 elite clue. And in case you were curious, I actually have everything except for the full dark totem drop from Skatizo, including the jar. So if we can get the full dark totem, that'd be a cool thing to greenlog. I believe this is a 1 in 128, so pretty unlikely, but yeah, let's go kill some Skatizo. This is like one of my favorite parts about the new clue update. Instead of having to go and do each hard clue in between Skatizo kills, I can just drop them here and go and do all of them without needing to re-gear, and then I'll have 3 on the ground. That's so nice. Now, it's not as nice as if they just gave us stackable clues. Please, Jagex, I'm begging you. But it's still a nice alternative. I'd remembered on my last Dark Totem that I actually had one more combat achievement that I needed to get there, which was to kill Scotizo with an explosion from a Chinchompa, which turned out to be really easy. I thought that was going to be, like, slightly more difficult, but I'm glad I remembered that, because now that is officially green-logged, or green combat achievemented. But unfortunately, no elite clues, which is not too surprising. You know, I only had 3 kills. So I'm going to go and do these hard clues, and then I think I'm going to go to Vorkath. I don't know why, I'm feeling Vorkath right now. I hope you guys are ready for the sickest display of gameplay mechanics you've ever seen. First of all, take the glory to Karamja to pick a banana tree to get a banana for your Ape Atoll teleport. Then you go to the west side of this Elder Guard and you plant a mithril seed, and then you don't have to talk to him. I'm a genius. Now, if you didn't know about either one of those 2 things, then legally you have to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I don't make the rules, you just have to do it. Alright, so Vorkath, real quick, I know I just talked about this, but unique-wise, I would love a Draconic Visage. A Skeletal Visage would be fine, although kind of less useful. Dragonbone Necklace would be cool as well, so I could do all the upgrades. And in terms of combat tasks, I believe that we have pretty much all of the ones that you kind of have to go for. The rest of them are just killing him perfectly 5 times, killing him quickly, killing him 10 times without leaving, and killing him quicker. So, I don't know if we'll get any of those, but let's go do it. Hey, I needed one of those. This probably won't, like, matter ever in the future, but technically I never had a Vorkath head to use on my ranging cape, so I guess that's slightly better, but now that I have a quiver, I doubt I'm ever going to use that, but I did want to do that, and I think there was one more use I had for another head, but yeah, that was the second head that I got, so cool. Thanks, game. Oh, hey, a PP. Hey, an elite clue, let's go. I didn't even turn my recorder back on. I got the Dragonbone Necklace. Let's go. What a great inventory. I was like, I'm just gonna do one more kill because I already have my super combat and my anti-fire going, and then I forgot to turn the recorder back on after the elite clue, and I got the Dragonbone Necklace. Awesome. So the Dragonbone Necklace does have a few cool properties. For starters, it has plus 12 prayer bonus, which is the highest prayer bonus of any neck slot in the game, as well as any individual item in the game, which can be useful a lot of times you're camping prayer or something. I mean, even specifically, one of the things it says it's useful for is Volcanic Mine, which I'm not gonna lie, I read that and it hurt my soul a little bit, but by itself, the item makes it so that when you bury bones and you're wearing it, it restores prayer points, sort of like in the catacombs. Unfortunately, the 2 effects don't stack, so you can't double dip, but it does work anywhere, so that could be useful maybe, but not really. But what's nice about it is you can use the Hydra Tail and a Bone Crusher to make the Bone Crusher Necklace, which just combines the 2 effects. So it automatically buries bones, and then it also gives you prayer points back for burying them. So it can be useful if you want to, like, AFK camp something that drops bones and you want to just pray melee the whole time. Unfortunately, I mean, it is a Bone Crusher Necklace, so it doesn't work for, like, ashes or anything, but maybe this has a few uses, I don't really know. Obviously, the least useful of the Vorkath uniques, but still pretty cool. Honestly, the coolest part about the drop is that it's a 1 in 1,000 drop rate, and I got it on 136 KC. A little bit of spooning there, and not to mention 36 kills in, and we already got an elite clue. So I would say this is going pretty well. Alright, and I got the casket. If this ends up giving us the unique finishing the task, then this is going to be like the best Vorkath trip ever. So please, game. Would have been cool. Okay, next thing on the list, we are going to go kill some tormented demons. Now, initially, I wasn't planning on doing this like at all, but as I was looking through the Vorkath wiki page, it actually recommends using the Burning Claws at Vorkath as the best spec weapon, and I didn't realize that they were performing that well. And then I remembered that I am one Burning Claw drop away from being able to make those, as well as I still need a Tormented Synapse, and apparently Elite Clues are a 1 in 128 from Tormented Demons, which isn't great. I think I'm going to be getting about 30 kills an hour, so it might mean like 4 hours for one Elite Clue. But, I mean, honestly, all things considered, pretty much everything is slow to get Elite Clues. So, yeah, we're just going to go send it. Let's go! Oh my god! What? Sick! Thank you! I was not expecting to get a Synapse before an Elite Clue, but that's awesome. That'll make all my kills going forward even faster. I am going to just finish this Divine Potion because I'm already here, but that is amazing! I guess JX must have been feeling bad for me after the whole Volcanic Mine thing, because, like, first of all, the Dragon Bone Necklace on, like, 9 times under the drop rate, and now both a Synapse and a Burning Claw on 300 KC. I mean, this is great. I still need another Burning Claw to actually make them, and I could use another Synapse if I wanted the bow, but this is, I mean, green logged at 300 KC. This is great. So I'm definitely going to be making the Emberlight first. I think it is the most valuable upgrade, especially for me late game. I already have a Bofa, so the bow isn't really useful other than, like, maybe Zammy, and I only have one item left there. And the staff, other than TDs, I don't know where you would ever use the staff. So I'm definitely going to be making the Arclight into the Emberlight, which I think I just have to do this. Nope, maybe I got to talk to somebody. One sec. So I thought I already did this, but after you complete While Gothic Sleeps, you can go to Kuramami over here, and she'll give you a notebook. I believe this gives you some Slayer XP, and apparently Duradel talks to you from the grave. I didn't know that. You get some Slayer XP, and he teaches you how to use the Tormented Synapse. So I thought I already did that, but apparently not. So now I can make my Arclight into an Emberlight. I think all I have to do is use this on here. Hell yeah. Oh, it looks so cool. I love the Emberlight model. I think it looks great. I'll put the stats of both the Emberlight and the Arclight on screen here, and you can see most notably it is way more accurate, and not to mention it also gets a 70% damage and accuracy boost when fighting demons, so the increased accuracy is actually even more increased, as well as a little bit stronger. I believe it has 5 extra melee strength, which again doesn't sound like a lot, but when you factor in the extra damage that you get from fighting demons, it actually makes a huge difference. I don't know what exactly my max hit difference is. I'm gonna go calculate it, one sec. So according to the DPS calc, my max hit on a Tormented Demon went from 54 to 57, but more importantly, my DPS went from 6.08 to 9.11. That is an insane increase in DPS, just through, like, crazy accuracy. So, very happy to have that going forward, and I am gonna go and stay here, just because I could use an extra Synapse, I could use an extra Burn Claw, and I still want Elite Clues. So I'm gonna go do some more kills. Initially, my plan was to go to 400 KC, but I got to 397, and I don't really feel like doing another trip, so I think I'm going to call it there. Unfortunately, no Elite Clues from the TDs, but getting the Synapse definitely made it all worth it, and I'm going to go do something else. Going to be going back to doing some Nex masses. I haven't been back to Nex in a while. I have a bunch of gear upgrades, so I'm hoping that my regular drops are going to be a bit better here if I can do some more damage. Although most of the time it just matters on Ruby Bolt specs anyway, but we're going to try it out. And most notably, I am doing the Mass Worlds, simply because I just want as many kills per hour as possible. Not really here for the uniques, although it would be cool. The Elite Clue chance doesn't change based on your sort of MVP percentage or anything like that. So, 1 in 48 chance, I think, before Elite Combat Achievements to get an Elite Clue here. There's probably like 1 in 46 or something. So yeah, we're just gonna try it out. Hey, there we go. Couple hours of mass next later, and I've got my first elite clue here. I ended up doing 43 KC, which is right around, like I said, about a 1 in 46 drop rate, so not too bad. And there is the casket acquired. I really don't want to go back to Next right now, just because I don't want to have to get KC and everything, so I'm hoping for a unique here, please, game. Oh, I didn't even see it at first. Let's go! Dragon Scimitar Ornament Kit. Completely useless, but we are done, and another Master Clue. Let's go. Perfect timing, too, because I am running out of time to get this video done, as you might expect. 24 days in Volcanic Mine really set me back a bit there, so I'm going to go do this Master Clue, hopefully, as long as I can, and then we're probably going to roll a new task and wrap up the video, but yeah, very happy to get that done. And there is the Master Casket acquired as well. Not too bad. Took me like 15 minutes, so we'll take it. And here we go, back on the spreadsheet. We can complete the task, and that is the last Elite Clue task on the spreadsheet. We are officially done with Elite Clues, which means that going forward, I can just sort of open them whenever I want, which is really nice because that's usually what I do with clues. It wasn't until I started doing this series that I actually started saving caskets, because I sort of had to, because of the way the series is, but yeah, that's kind of fun. And we can generate a new task, see what we're doing next. Probably going to have to save it for the next video, but if it's quick, we might be able to do it now. Get a new Golden Godsword special from LMS. Okay. I honestly forgot that these were on the spreadsheet. I contemplated taking them off, just because I'm not good at LMS. I mean, you can see I've played 221 games, and I have 4 wins. That's really bad, but honestly, I've heard that there are a lot of bots there again, which are usually pretty easy to kill, so it might not be too bad. I just don't know how interesting it'll be watching someone who is very bad at LMS lose most of their games, but we will go do that in the next video. For now, though, that is going to have to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to leave the video a like and check if you're subscribed. We did just recently pass my goal of 10,000 subscribers, so thank you to everyone that subscribed. I really do appreciate it, and I don't know what the next goal is going to be, but you should hit the button right now, because I asked you nicely. For real though, these videos are taking longer and longer to produce. I mean, as you saw in this very episode, this was probably over a month of progress in one video, and trying to get these out every week is getting harder and harder, so if you can support me by liking and subscribing, they're both free and they take like 2 seconds. I'd really appreciate it. And other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. I want to give a big thank you to all of my channel members, but a special thank you to my Tier 3 Big Spoon channel members, Alchemist BTW, Jack Staumer, Zach Martin, Luxitaire, Tony Adkins, Dolph, Fading Shadow, and Mandeep Bassi. And if you want to see your name here in the credits for the rest of the season, consider becoming a channel member. The lowest tier is only $2 a month, and it really helps me out. Thank you.